Seems like many of us in the lowlands could wake up to some fresh snowfall in the morning. Adam, breaking it all down for us. So where are the chances most likely?
It's going to be here in Olympia, Jessica, and southward. And this is going to be the dividing line. This is where we have the majority of the moisture that's going to be in place, and coupling that with also the colder air that'll be cold enough to help support some of the snow. So this is going to be one spot that we keep an eye on. I think the majority of it still farther south, but Olympia, don't be too surprised if you wake up tomorrow morning and you do see some light accumulations out on the grassy surfaces. Here's a look at the radar. This is what's happening right now, and we do have moisture that is beginning to head farther north into the east, so over the islands, just getting done with looks like a round of precipitation moving through there. Also seeing more of a mixture too, getting closer to Mount Vernon. Now that's going to be dying down, while farther south we're going to start to see things ramp on up. Maybe some light areas of drizzle, perhaps a few light raindrops, or maybe even a few light snowflakes mixing in southward as you get more into the foothill communities of Pierce County. But you go south of that and then it's around here around Olympia, and then you go down the I-5 corridor where we're going to start to see this fill on in with heavier precipitation, and especially as you go farther south down into Oregon, that's where you start to see more of those bright whites showing up, and that's where we do expect to see the majority of the snow falling into the lowlands. But it's down that way too that we have the moisture lifting northward, that it will impact areas here across southwest interior. Hood Canal possibly could see some accumulating snowfall tonight, as well as the western half of the Kitsap Peninsula. And then for the counties of Grays Harbor, Mason, and Thurston County, keep an eye out for some minor accumulations between 1 to 3 inches, and that will start up as we get past midnight. We still have some snow for the mountains above 2,500 feet in the Olympic Mountains, expecting that across the southwestern slopes of the Cascades and the northeastern slopes of the Cascades. And also we could see some heavier snow with most of the moisture farther south heading into Oregon and across southern Washington, which could help to produce between 1 foot to 1.5 foot of snow here tonight and into the day tomorrow. Well, 37 currently in Seattle. We are quiet, so nothing really active happening as of now. 39 in Tacoma, 35 in Olympia. So temperatures, they're cold, and they're going to be cold enough to help support some of that wintry precipitation that we're seeing here later into the night. Timing, here we are after midnight, and we're really starting to see things crank on up there closer to Chehalis and around Portland, but then you go north here around Olympia. We're right on that line, see, and then eventually starts to die southward as we get closer to the end of that advisory, which is at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. Amounts, I think they are going to be higher, maybe not quite up to 1/2 foot in Chehalis, but 1 to 3 inches again possible. Olympia, we're going to be right along that line, I think between 1 to maybe 2 inches, with a chilly and raw day tomorrow with a high of only 49. More of that same type of weather too throughout the week, just slightly warmer with highs generally in the low 50s.